I'm from, you can't visit. I talk money, I guess you understand different. Hand gestures counting till my hands blister. You can't miss us, louder than Fran Drescher. Pinky rings, hand kisses, soprano. I feel like Paulie Castellano in designer stitches. Oh, I heard him say I made Rihanna. Mind your business, what kind of honor is this?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Jared Goff's Rams going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now a first down throw, Watson. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. This is Lamar Miller. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Let's go! They'll toss it to Miller. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. first and 10. Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him for a loss of 5. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go. Hey. Got three down.
On third down, Miller. Quick move by Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First and 10, Goff. His throw incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the gun on third down, Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. And it's up and good. Novak out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Turns and gives to Gr8. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Gone. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
So the Rams call on Johnny Hekker here to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing again is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. play fake here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Let's go!
Miller. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Here we go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's gone. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Brian Cushing in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Gr8. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Ellington now to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans take possession. And here comes the Texans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on second is Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
This is Miller. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Lamar Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Second down, here's Watson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Connor Barwin coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Come on, let's go.
After the interception, here's Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will add on to their lead. That one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Novak out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They run. It's Gr8. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gr8. And he'll get this one up to the 26. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. He's to the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Connor Barwin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And Novak hung it out to the right, missing it right, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Gr8. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Gr8 again here on first down. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gr8. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, Goff. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Counter. It's Miller. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Shift together here from the D-line. From the end zone, Watson. And he's got it, Fedorowicz. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Watson now going to run the option right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Here's Shane Leckler now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Austin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Goff now to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right at the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On first down, it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go!
On 3rd down, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. From the gun, here's Gr8. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll try and run again with Blue. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a short gain here down to the 22. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Again they run with Gr8. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Here we go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in
Going along with those zeros.